Good morning. It's Saturday, January 18th, and this year is moving along quite quickly. And this morning I want to talk about the life changes that are affecting many people. And I say many people, but that's not a huge number, but it's a significant amount of people that we know about, whose lives are being changed because Donald Trump has become president. And because he has become president, many who have jobs that relate to public information and primarily TV, but on the radio or in other, where they are responsible for relating news to the general public, are being forced to either leave their jobs or being forced to take their jobs to a different point in time. And I will cite one example of that right now. CNN, 6-year-old Blitzer, one of the network's longest tenured anchor and current host of The Situation Room, which goes on at 6 p.m., will be teamed with Pamela Brown on a new morning show. And that's what this newsletter claimed. And I'm sure that it's accurate. And this shakeup will also include the frequent Donald Trump antagonist Jim Acosta being bounced as the anchor of CNN Newsroom at 10 a.m., the sources said. Now, Thompson, the former BBC and New York Times head honcho, who was brought in by Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav to straighten the ship out at CNN, may also shift the pre-dawn anchor Casey Hunt to the afternoons. Now, this is according to a newsletter that was written by the former CNN media analyst Oliver Darcy. And I am telling you that CNN is probably not the only station that's doing some major shakeups in order to put the right people in place because Donald Trump has now become president. And those in the past who have been extremely critical of our new president would probably be shifted to some graveyard shift or something else, or maybe they won't even be working for the networks anymore. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think there are going to be massive personnel movements in order to accommodate the fact that Donald Trump is now the president of the United States. And so I am wondering why this is so important to shift people around based upon their personal feelings about some high-level person. After all, those who are out there giving us the latest information about what's going on in the world are not supposed to impose their personal feelings on the news. And I would hope that these shifts of personnel from the day's light shift to the morning shift or the evening shift or whatever hell the shift is they're moving around, it's not because they're worried about these newscasters saying things that would be inappropriate, because they're all trained people. They're trained to keep their personal feelings out of the news. Now, if these people are moderating shows where opinions count, then I can understand movement. I can understand moving somebody who has a terrible opinion about Donald Trump and is running an opinion type show where guests come in and say whatever they want, then I think the station would have a reasonable request to move that person into the evenings. But remember, somebody who's on a midnight show in New York is still on at 9 o'clock in California. So the shift in hours is not necessarily what it's intended to be or what it would seem to be in certain parts of the country. I don't think there's any time slot really that could desperately affect a person with talent. But I leave that up for the public to decide. But meanwhile, this drastic change in movement because Donald Trump is going to take over the presidency is something that I had never envisioned when he became elected. I envisioned some other things happening, but I did not envision this total makeover at the news channels. And this is not only CNN, this changes at every channel to accommodate a time slot for people who are more neutral, or maybe they could even be Trumpsters. Who knows? But it's an interesting phenomenon that's going on, this entire shift in the work at the network. Because after all, the networks make money on advertising, and they want to be in position to get the most advertising money that they can possibly get. Maybe that shift is what this is all about. So we'll have to wait and see. But TV, daytime TV is going to look a lot different now that Donald Trump is about to ascend to the presidency. So I'll leave you with that this morning. Have a great day. Bye.
Thank you.